For a full reading of this disclaimer, please visit the Creative Dog Training Academy's disclaimer video. Thank you. Part 3. How to teach your dog to retrieve any object. The final stages. Hello. As I continued on the journey of teaching Vegas how to retrieve an object, I noticed that he was still very apprehensive about holding it in his mouth. So I decided that maybe it would be best to teach him how to give me the object first. That way he learns that he'll hold something in his mouth temporarily, but then he'll be giving it up right away. So I taught him how to take an object and give an object before I proceeded to the final stages of fetching an object. Before proceeding to the final stages, I noticed that he was still exhibiting some anxiety. Take. Give. Good boy. Take. Give. Yes. Take. Give. Yes. Here's an example of how to build the retrieve through interactive games. After I taught him how to hand me the object and release it, I said to myself, well, maybe he needs some instant gratification. For when he goes and gets an object, he brings it back, he sees the reward right then and there. He already knew the Find It game, which was perfect, and he knew my go out command. For the game, I'll be using a crab bait cage. I decided I would take a small crab bait cage, fill it up with treats that were his favorite. This way, when he went and got the object, he would have instant gratification. I also made it easy on him by attaching this rope cord. This way he would pick it up and he would carry it to me. And when he did that, he would be rewarded immediately. By doing this, he was able to engage and become excited. Throughout this journey, I wanted to make sure that his body language reflected happiness and pleasure. And you'll see this while watching this video, that even though at times I give him a small little sound correction, he still readily wants to comply and join in on the fun. His body language shows happiness all the way through the end of the lessons. Stage 10. Starting to perform a formal retrieve. Take. Here. Oops. Here. Here. Yes. Take. Here. Oops. Yes. Take. Oops. Take. Here. Yes. Take. Here. Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. Stage 11. Chaining 3 cue words together. Fetch, take, hear. Vegas and I started this journey about 1.5 years ago. So in the last part of this series, I'm just going to explain how to make the fetch your formal retrieve. I will, when I get to the point until I feel he's ready, this might take another 3 months, it might take 6 months. But what cues I'll be doing will be saying fetch, take, and here. Once he's doing that, between 85 to 95% of the time, I'm going to then drop take and here and just say fetch. Once he's doing the fetch retrieve formally with little to no distractions, then I'll increase the criteria using the 3Ds. Once I feel that he's achieved the 3Ds, then we should be then attending trials and having fun, exhibiting with open and utility work. Each goal is different, so we'll have to play it by ear on where his success is meant to be. Once again, if I do build success along the way, it's because I'm seeing the world from his point of view. After all, I feel that showing and competing is all about the dogs. Through this journey, there were certain challenges we had to overcome. And by doing so, he was still making progress. I'm a firm believer if you have progress, then you have the potential to achieve success.
My final thoughts.
This is my final thoughts on how to get a dog to retrieve when it's not natural for him. With Vegas, I wanted him to build the willingness to retrieve, not by force, but by the act of him wanting to retrieve the object and build from there. As you can see during this last portion of the series, he is now willingly retrieving the dumbbell, and he's eager and happy about it. This is my goal. In order to have a dog that wants to retrieve, then and only then will I have a dog that I will compete with in open and utility work. If by the end of the series he was not willingly wanting to retrieve the dumbbell, then I would find other avenues for him to express his talents.
To continue building success, please view my YouTube videos, dog training guidelines, and dog training tools. Thank you.